Welcome, dear friends, to the War Reporter channel. As always, we continue to make interesting selections of what is happening from the front line, and so let's begin. In this footage you can see two armored vehicles of the AFU, one Max Pro made in the United States and one Kozak made in Ukraine, captured by the Russian Special Forces of the Center Group. A Ukrainian soldier tripped and got a clear hit by a fiber optic drone. The footage shows the AFU ammunition depot vaporized near Kamenskoye. Artillery calculations of the Russian army processed the place of storage of the Ukrainian militants' ammunition. The artillery fire is corrected by the Valkyrie detachment. Did anyone miss the Kremen forest? Once upon a time it was. BMPT Terminator is working on Ukrainian positions. The Uragan MLRS of the Center Group of Forces has destroyed an Ukrainian Armed Forces command post in the Avdiivka area, the Defense Ministry said. The 9K-57 Uragan is a Russian multiple rocket launcher with a caliber of 220 millimeters. The system is designed to hit various targets, manpower, equipment of motorized infantry and tank companies, artillery units, tactical missiles, anti-aircraft systems, command posts, military-industrial infrastructure facilities. Snipers are conducting a free hunt for the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kursk border region. The caliber of their rifles allows them to hit targets even behind the walls of buildings, as well as to stop vehicles and shoot down drones. Their precise shots sow panic in the ranks of the enemy and help the Russian attack aircraft to move forward. The Russian armed forces destroyed a bridge over the Volkhya River, making it difficult for the Ukrainian armed forces to maneuver. As a result of a strike by the Russian armed forces, a bridge over the Volkhya River connecting the settlements of Konstantinopol and Andriivka was destroyed. This will significantly hamper the transfer of AFU reserves in this section of the front. Soldiers of the 16th SPN destroyed an enemy SPG near Makievka. Another great work from Russian specialists. Kursk region. Soldiers of the 22nd MSP 44th Army North in liberated Gavo, Russian soldiers raised the Russian flag. Russian Special Forces destroy AFU soldiers and equipment. Special Forces from the Vega unit using a BT-40 drone hit Ukrainian positions. If the video is interesting to you, support it with a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss new releases. And to be informed, click on the bell. Thank you for watching, and we will continue. A Russian Lancet drone destroyed an AFU self-propelled artillery unit. The operator of the barrage munition hit exactly the ammunition of the 155 mm wheeled Su-2S-22 Bogdan of Ukrainian soldiers, after which there was an instantaneous fire, which led to the disposal of foreign equipment. The Russian soldiers broke through to the rear of the enemy and met two Ukrainian soldiers and started a firefight. The Russian soldier took the initiative and ran to the Ukrainian soldiers and killed one of them immediately, The second soldier couldn't do it with an automatic rifle because his AK jammed, and he went at him in hand-to-hand combat, where he killed the Ukrainian soldier. Krasnolymansk direction. Steel infantry, guardsmen of the 144th MSD continue to advance, breaking the enemy resistance. Dronovodovods, that is simultaneously snipers, attackers, and even to some extent artillerymen of modern warfare, clear the way for attacking aircraft, destroying equipment and enemy manpower. Iskander-M ballistic missile hit the Ukrainian armed forces' positions. The enemy was secretly concentrating forces for new attacks on the border. Russian reconnaissance officers timely detected an accumulation of the 82nd Brigade of the AFU near the village of Yunakovka. An aerial explosion of a high-explosive half-ton warhead covered a parking lot with 42 armored vehicles, as well as over 200 Ukrainian soldiers. Russian drone pilots are increasing the chances of Ukrainian soldiers taking to the skies as soon as possible. UAV operators of the 150th ISD of the Southern Group of Forces uncovered and destroyed an AFU UAV control station near the village of Toretsk. A UAV control station and 3 Ukrainian armed forces personnel were destroyed. The footage shows Russian soldiers of the 16th SPN destroyed an enemy mortar near the village of Serebryansko-Lesnichestvo. It will not work anymore. A sniper from the center group engaged the enemy at a range of 800 meters. The enemy helplessly raised his arms and fell to the ground dead. The reduction of AFU personnel in the Pokrovsk direction continues. During the counterattack of the AFU near Pokrovskoy, several Swedish PBV 302 APCs, as well as Kozak 7 and Bat-UMG armored vehicles, were hit by Russian troops. Characteristically, some of the vehicles were marked with a new tactical mark in the form of 4 multidirectional arrows. Most likely, this is the designation of one of the new Army Corps of the AFU. The sniper of the center group destroyed the AFU. He followed the target for a long time and then eliminated it with a precise shot. The shot was fired from a distance of 1,400 meters. An enemy Turkish-made Emre Kirpi hit its mine southwest of Trudovoy and was then killed by FPV drones. Snipers of the South Group add to the lists of the missing of the AFU. Images of accurate hits and effective work of Russian fighters. Soldiers of the 16 riflemen of the SPN on the Kupiansk direction in the vicinity of Petropavlovka destroyed an ammunition depot of the enemy. The artillery of the center group worked on the Ukrainian armed forces hideout. Ukrainian soldiers from the 32nd Omber took cover in a house. Reconnaissance identified the position, and artillery inflicted a fire attack. Accurate arrivals guaranteed in absentia that the AFU soldiers would end up on the missing persons lists. The Russian Air Force sniper destroyed 2 AFU P-18 radar stations with X-35 missiles fired from a Su-35 fighter jet in the areas of Novolizovatka and Novomarivka. Dronovods of the North Group nightmare the AFU. Russian scouts have discovered and destroyed a Ukrainian T-72 tank in the Kursk border area. Objective control footage shows direct hits by combat drones on an Ukrainian armed forces tank and a fire. Russian army attack drones destroy AFU infantry. UAV operators of the 110th Brigade, part of the group of troops operating in the Kurakhovskoye direction, destroy the enemy's manpower with accurate drones. South Donetsk direction, footage of the assault on a Ukrainian stronghold. The assault group of the Russian Guards 37th Umspyar during the assault on the stronghold north of Novy Komar cope with its task in full. The enemy stronghold was taken and cleared. At the same time, enemy FPV drones worked on the Russian soldiers during the assault, but despite this, the task was accomplished. UAV operators detected and destroyed an AFU temporary deployment point near the locality of Ulikli. After an accurate hit by an FPV drone, all those who had hidden were affected. A Ukrainian soldier wandering along the front line brought a Russian drone to a camouflaged AFU position. The copters with a grenade-dropping system immediately began destroying the enemy's hideout. That's all, dear friends. Subscribe to the channel, put likes, and don't forget to click on the bell to not miss new episodes. Leave your comments. Your opinion is very important to us. See you soon.